Months 3 days in a row. I don't know what's going on. It's a holiday in Germany right now, but I will take it. New and updated mods released again. 40 mods today. All platforms got 15 new and 19 updates, and PC back players got 2 new and 4 updates. Hey, if you like staying updated with all the latest mods and farm sims, especially as much as we're getting these days, get subscribed and let's go. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, we have the John Deere 9R Series 2015 from Dince and STX Farms. Oh yes, we have a bunch of 9Rs. But guess what? You got not only one more, but 2 more. Now, we have the 9R Series 2015, and then we have the US version. So this is more like EU, that kind of thing. But today, we're going to take a look at the US version, as customization options are very similar. Engines range from 407 up to 462, 517, 572, 627. It's 670 horsepower with a 9620R. Very nice. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Fertilizer, and back in again. We do have some big chunky boys, so whatever you're looking for, trust me, you'll find what you're looking for. Michelin twins with weights? Absolutely. Front mounting, we have standard, 0 kg, 300, 800, 13, 18. Then we have the rock box with rocks in it, which does increase by 200 kilograms. And then we also have the blade undermount as well, which is very cool. Beacon options range from left, right, both, or nada. Starfire, we do have the holder, 3000 with the GS, the 6000 with the GS, and the 4640 with the RTK, yeah, so, and 7000 and all the above. So yes, there's literally everything. You're good to go. We even have the indoor or the inside monitors, a couple different ones to choose from there. Lights, we have halogen and LEDs. We'll just stick with LED there. Mirrors, we have standard with the rear view mirror, old and new. Then we have electric with the new and old rear view as well. And then the ultimate. Yeah, just go with the ultimate, right? Absolutely. Go with the ultimate. Go with everything. You'll be good. Side panels, we have a standard setup for side panels. Then we have new panels around towards the front. Exhaust and tow rope. We have short, we have added tow rope, long, added tow rope, rain cap with the tow rope. Now, I like the rain cap. I'm a weirdo like that, so I'll go with it. Carpet and decal. So let's spin around so we can see exactly what's going on around on the inside. We have the 100-year sticker, which is going on to the front to the left. Then we have carpet added, both or nada. GP or Gen 4 monitor around towards the inside. Can you see that a little bit? There you go. You can increase that if you want to. Attachers, we have trailer hitch towards the back. We also have trailer number 2, which is going to give you that PTO. Number 3, which is going to add some weights. Then you have the PTO with the weight, 3-point with the PTO, and back in. Warning signs, we have or yep for US. We also have the oversized warning signs, which are only going to appear if you've got the rock box, I believe, around towards the front, and then US plus oversized. We get anything around towards the back? We do not. And then rear tank, so we've got the 2015, 16, and then 17 through 21, which is the one that I really, really like. Steering knob, yes and no around towards the inside. Seats are going to be standard cloth or leather. Then windows, we have light or dark tint. And then your license plate. So a few different things that we can do. First off, we can open and close cover, which is going to move our warning lights for us. So you can do that if you want to. A little swinging wide there. And then around towards the inside, there are a few things that we can do. First is going to be moving our seat forwards and backwards, and then we can rotate it. However, as far as I can tell, that is everything going around towards the inside. Great tractor, drives good, and it is quick. Next up from Hispano Money, we have the Fiat Universal 650. Now, there's also a UTB version of this as well for PC and Mac players. However, pay attention because I will not be showing customization on that mod specifically. Why do it twice, right? So we have a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive version. We're going to show off the 2-wheel drive for this video. We have a cabin of open at the back, completely closed off, or no. Now, I'm going to go with a completely closed off just so we can get everything here. Engine options, we have 650 or 65 horsepower. Then we have the Plus, which gives us 200 horsepower and back. So those are the only 2. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, and back end. That is it. We do have a bit of a narrow tire setup, which is kind of cool. Changes up the fronts as well. They didn't just ignore the front wheels, which is nice. I do like a 2-wheel drive with rears duals. I just think it looks awesome. Do we have something like that with Michelin's? Yes, we do. All right. Let's stick with that. That looks beautiful. Front wheel fenders. We have squared off, rounded, or no. Don't always have those for two-wheel drive tractors, so I'll take it. Let's go with square. I think it looks pretty good. Window tinting from 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100%. 100% means you can't see. That's about right, too, ain't it? Goodness gracious. Front working lights, we have no. And yes, beacon lights, we have no. Left, right, both, or nada. Weights or front loader coupler, we have no. Add some weights around towards front, quickie, power, and nada. So you can either do weight or you could do front loader, but not both. Kind of makes sense. Colors, all of the above. It starts with orange, but you could really do anything. I think we've got nitro blue aged. Yeah, we do, man. We also have design color here as well. It's going to be around towards the bottom. I think we need like a black aged. There we go. Ceiling color. This always needs to be white. Let's do pearl white aged. Seat color, red. Why not? And then rim colors are rim colors at the end of the day, which will be chrome. What a tractor. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then you got your license plate, of course. Now remember, this is going to be exactly the same for the four-wheel drive version as well. I just want to jump in this thing. Yeah, this thing is cool. That's what I'm talking about. So some stuff that we can do. We can open up the front window. That is one button, does that whole animation. We've also got open cover, which opens up the back. Again, that is one button, one animation, and it does it all. Then we can do some other stuff here. So we have mirrors on the left and mirrors up and down. We press the right one, same thing. Boop, 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 boop. And I believe that is it. What a cool setup. I love this tractor. I got my chrome wheels. I got my nitro blue aged. I am happy as can be. Oh, it doesn't stop. Might need to fix that. Next up, we got the Valmet 6400. Good looking tractor here. So we also have a 66, so we go from 100 to 120 horsepower. Choose what you like there. Wheel brands from Trelleborg, Vertestan, Continental BKT, and Michelin Midas Nokian. A lot of stuff through there. A whole lot of stuff. I kind of dig the Nokian for some reason, so let's go there. Also, just a reminder, YouTubers don't make really nice looking tractors. I know this. Radiator cover, new style, number 1 and number 2. Old style, number 1 and number 2. We also have beacons. We have a front setup for the beacons, which is very cool. That's a beacon bar. We have a left setup, and then a couple different ones for the right, and then both those, all of the above. You really do whatever you want. It doesn't look like we have an LED. I'm going to go with what I think might be LED, but I don't think it is. Lights, we have yes or no. We also have a standard, which is just regular lights, and then yes is actually a light bar. So it's not really presented properly there. License plate, no. Back only, front and back, which is a weird place to put the license plate because it's usually at the bottom. Warning triangle, we have yep, and no. Front guard, back around towards the front again. We have yes and no through there. Front loader attacher, quickie, power, yes, and no. Main color, we've got a couple different ones through here. We'll go with bright green. Bonnet top, let's go black. Yeah. And let's see, grill color, we'll go with a black there as well. Exhaust color, chrome, obviously. Rim colors, black. Not the most beautiful tractor, but it's super duper cool. Nope, not in there. There we go. Flip on our beacons, everything is running, looking good. It's not too bad, it's pretty cool. Let's see, we can open up the top, which is really nice, and then we have a lot of other stuff we can do as well. So we have the left door there. We've also got the right door there. And then we have the back glass there. This is a little monster, and look at those chunky tires. Hey! I don't actually know which one of these tractors I want to put in the thumbnail. You'll know before I do. Next is another vehicle, harvester. We don't get a whole lot of these days. The Krone Big X Series, not to be confused with the Krone Big X Series. That one has tracks in the picture. This one just has wheels. So let's talk about it. Yes, there's other stuff too. We'll talk about it all. It's a whole pack. Very cool. So we have 687 horsepower. We can bump that up to 775 or 898, even 1156, which is usually the one I would go with. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vertestan, and back in. I like Michelin's and I like wide tires. So let's go. One other thing, do we have any duals? Doesn't look like we have duals. All right, well, BKT wides it is. Fenders, we have extra wide to accommodate said wheels, so we'll go with those. Stickers. We have a black sticker. Silver. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the one I want. Reflective stripes. I don't even care about the rest of it. Holy cow, look at all the stuff. This is so tacky already. I love it. I love it. Additional beacon light. Sure. Pipe. We have, what is it called? Mittler's. I don't know how to say that. Let's go with long pipe for obvious reasons. Let's see. Let's change this up to black. Do we have chrome? Can we just change that to chrome? We have gray. Black it is. Design color here. Let's go black there as well. And rim colors. All black. This is a monster and a half. Look at this bad boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Turn on the beacon lights and let's go. So at fold and unfold, we can raise up the cabin if you want to, which is neat. Pipe out, so we can do that, and that's about it. But don't forget, we've got a bunch of tools as well. First one of those tools is your regular forage harvester header, the X-Collect 903, 9 meters at 6 miles an hour, 750 horsepower card. Not like it matters. You can change up the colors for the whole thing. That is very, very cool. Then we have the Easy Flow Rooski thing. This picks up your swaths of grass, and then I've got a mod that allows me to do straw as well. Again, same colors here. You can just change it all up. This thing's so cool. We also have a 3.8 meter version of that as well. We've got a mower. Please tell me I can just crank this thing to all black and go for it. Yes, I can. Oh, look at the logos too. Oh, they're all like ghosted out. Dude, I'm fanboying over this thing right now. And then we have a header trailer to go with the X disc. I know that I can do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, that looks so good. I don't have any corn to harvest on the map. I just wanted to see this thing in the game. It's such a big machine. Oh, that is definitely epic. A whole lot of light going on, so there you go. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Just put this over here. Yeah. Next up, we've got some cultivators. Not a big old combine harvester, but still plenty of customization options on here. So this pack includes a 2.5, 2.7, and yes, a 3 meter cultivator. How about we show off the 2.5 meter just to avoid any issues with the 3 meter? 50 horsepower, 2.5 meter work wind, 9 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty standard across the board there. Tubular roller setup or a string roller. Thank you for putting the differences on there. Hydropack spacing, yeah, I don't know, I've never had to use anything like that. It always just works. And then we have different setups in the front. Again, doesn't make a difference as far as the gameplay goes. And then color, we have blue, 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 green, and red. Well, I tried to get everything in one shot, but it didn't work. Next up, we have the metal buildings pack from ICAS. Now, these have a bunch of colors, 34 colors in all, for each and every building. We went with red, DjGoHam blue, black, and green. Yeah, picked the wrong color to not be able to see the top. Looks very good through there. Let's come around here. This is one that he finished up not long ago, actually, if I remember correctly. Looking very good there. So very similar setups. Kind of got this same skeleton, just different things around towards the outside. Obviously, if you love seeing American flags and stuff like that around, you gotta get yourself one of these. Get it in DjGoHam blue. Do it. And then we have the version here, which has got 3 big old doors around towards that side, and even an office. Now check this out. We got Pioneer brand seats, got a USA flag in here, got a nice little waiting area, and a small little work desk. Got the door here to go inside. Boom, done. Go upstairs. What do you got here? Oh, I don't know. Just some storage for stuff. Am I a fanboy? Yeah, a little bit. What do you want? And then we've got our shop right here. Normally, I would complain that this is not in tools, which is where a building with a shop should be. However, it's with the other buildings in the pack. There's nothing anywhere else. So I'm just going to go ahead and walk away and get over it. And then over here, we've got another big old version of the building. Now, this one has just got one door. I believe just one door right here. Let's click on it, go inside, and this will be more for like storing your crops and things like that. It does look to have a lip around the outside. It does. So this should work perfectly for stuff like that. Again, lots of colors and stuff like that through these. Let's see. Let's just choose this one because we can see a lot of stuff with it. Boom. So many of all them colors. Does it still have bright pink? Did he leave that in there? Oh, he did. That's awesome. Yeah, so plenty of stuff to choose from. Just click the one you like and you're good to go. If you've ever wanted to mess with your friends, well, now is a great time to do that. In multiplayer, we have Decorative Collectibles. And I had to change my camera angle there. They're itty bitty teeny tiny. I know I made them look big at the first setup, but all the collectibles that are around the whole map, you can now have them as placeables. Oh, what up, dog? We've got going into others here, and you've got all your collectibles. You can just put them down, and they're little placeables. And you can mess with your buddy, like if he's missing the cultivator, like, or the plow, like all of us can't find that last one, or maybe the last trailer. Hey, put it down, and just mess with it and be like, hey, I found it, come over here. Why do I immediately go for messing with people? One of the other things, and I'm just now seeing this, you could put these down and make a little, like, trailer, put the trailer on. Look at that. Hey, that's so cool. Make a little diorama, make it look like you're I mean, they're toys at the end of the day, which is cool. I think that's awesome. Look at that. It's a little scene, tractor scene. Got a little bit of a bone to pick with the next one, the old grain storages pack. Now, we're going to show this off, and then I'll talk about what I'm thinking about. So first off, you've got this entryway in. Now, this is fine, is what it is. But if it's at every door and the inside's flat with the outside ground, maybe just don't put these in. That's one little gripe. It's a personal gripe. It's an opinion, and, well, sometimes it's a good one and sometimes it's a bad opinion. Then we've got another version here. It's a bit smaller, and it's kind of split up into two areas versus one big old large area. Also, it does look like doors are a little bit different, but I don't think so. So that is basically these guys, the old grain storages. But my actual gripe here is this. They go in clicks. We can already do this with other buildings, like this one, for example. You could set it like that, or you could set it to go in steps. Your building doesn't have to do that. Just do what everybody else does. That's what players are used to. Next up is the GDR Bunkersilos. There's two versions. There's only one itty bitty little difference between the two of them. One has a gutter, this little itty bitty area straight down the edge, and the other one does not. So maybe this is a big deal to you, maybe it's not sure. Regardless, we have two of these. Next, we have package of wooden shelters, and these are, I can't help but giggle a little bit, but I'll explain why. So this comes with 4 shelters. We have left side and right side for a small version and a large version. Now, if these look like mirror images of each other, it's because I think they are. I'm pretty convinced that this right here, the shed right 10 meter, let's click that, is literally the same as shed left 10 meter if we spin it around, and vice versa to the others as well. Am I missing something? Because I feel like everything's in the same spot. Maybe the wheelbarrow and pallets are slightly different, but like those are the same, right? This is just a building pack with 2 of the same buildings in it. Am I going crazy? What's going on today? I'm still convinced I'm going insane. Next, we have the Fertilizer Storage. This guy right here will store your fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. Don't you dare try and store lime in here. Don't you do it. Let's pull up. It says silos empty. It holds 60,000 liters. So that is that. There's really not a whole lot going on here. I like that they have made the gutter broken. I don't know. Something new, something different. Little, not something you normally see. I dig it, man. All right, here we go. Well, it's getting worse again. We have the brick Polish house. Don't worry, there's multiple houses that are completely useless today. Not just one. I dislike houses that you can't do anything with early. I don't think these should be allowed on Mod Hub anymore. It's a personal opinion. I know nobody cares, but just saying. Totally useless. You can't do anything with this. And yeah, it's a nice house. Finish it. You did the outside. It's like playing in The Sims. And you're like, I made a really cool house. What does the inside look like? The inside? I didn't know I had to do the inside. What do you mean the inside? You mean the inside of this house as well? Yeah, this house as well. Literally, nothing there. Funny enough, this one I actually recorded for the last video because I thought that the houses were, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Nonetheless, this is another house from the exact same modder that is completely useless. Next up, we got a couple maps for you guys. First is Richard 2K24. I did a map preview of this back in April, like 5 months ago, and it's finally out from Wolf X Modding. This is based on an area of Slovenia, a real-life area. They say there's a lot of forestry area for forestry work. However, if you like my area of the world, for example, here in North Carolina, there's a lot of areas that have a bunch of trees. We don't do logging there. We just kind of leave them. I know it's Farming Simulator. You want to use everything, but I don't know. I feel like maybe a little bit of logging, but I'd replant the trees or something like that. It does feel real. That's one of the biggest things about this map. It feels real. You've got all these houses right here. Sure, you can't use them. There is a farm up here that you can use, but this is your little village, that type of thing. Should be also, if I remember correctly, a little ski resort way over here, which I was super excited to see. Yeah, right here, you get the ski lift and everything. These are actually like fields that you could buy, by the way. Right up here. Boom, boom, boom. 169, of course it is. So you can come up here and do what you like. I believe there's also an animal area here as well for cattle, judging by that. So there you go. It's all kinds of stuff. It is a map that feels really, really big. It's not. Here's your PDA. Let's take a look at everything. There's all of your things. You got 83 fields, 60 new building models that have been added, new trees and foliage textures, new ground painting textures, 9 playable farms with 3 separate stables, 2 sawmills, BGA, vineyard area, which is down here. By the way, the vineyard area looks epic. This was the one thing I was like, oh man, I do not do vineyards, but I would love to harvest this area right here. Super duper cool. I was actually considering doing a Let's Play of this, but I think we may move over to Millennial Farms or something like that, at least at this point. But there is a ton of stuff here. Definitely check that out. What you get in new farmer mode? Well, you get this farm and you get this field. There's also some stuff around which you can buy for very cheap right off the bat, which is very, very nice. Here is your main farm. So we've got all this area. Drive straight through here. Areas up through there is where your slurry pops out right there. And then all of these buildings here. I'm losing my breath. And guess what? Even on the map, there is a usable house where you can go inside, do what you want. We've got a little bathroom there, which is very, very cool. Come around towards in here. Yeah, 3 beds lined up. Not quite sure I would want to sleep in there with 2 other people, but hey, you've got it. And areas throughout. Lots of cool stuff. Very neat. I just like that there's a usable house here. Taking a look at everything else. So do we have any custom crops? It doesn't appear so on here. Take a look at your growth calendar. There you go there. Looking for some custom productions or anything like that. Nothing on the map, and I don't have any mods that would do that anyway. And then owned items, we have the Valtra A105 as well as the Zeta Proxima and your Deutz Farm Combine and a ABCC66 mower. And that's really it for equipment. We've also got, of course, a tipper and a header trailer. A header. We do have a header trailer, so that's good. We've also got a plow, a seeder, manure spreader, front mower, tedder, windrow, forge wagon, little baby baler, some stuff for forestry as well, which is nice. Mixing wagon, front loader tools, getting that header trailer, and a weight. So there's plenty here to get you started. Plenty to get you started. This is a fun map, dude. I'm probably going to swap over my personal gameplay off screen over to this map and get on it right away. There are, however, some required mods, so just a heads up, if you need to pause the screen, you can do that now. And your other new map for all platforms today is Millstown. This is based off of a fictional USA map. As you can see, the red buildings, that is a required mod, so be ready for that. Again, this is a fictional map, so it's not based on anything. It's just, did I say based on fiction? Hey, technically, that's a true statement. So we've got all kinds of stuff. I mean, it looks pretty good. Hey, I'll give you that much. This is kind of nice because this holds that line between it kind of feels like a base game map, but there's buildings that you don't normally see, but they're buildings that are. Everything looks kind of like maybe Giants would have done it. I don't know. I think that's a big thing here. It's simple enough to where it's not confusing. There's nothing like wild and crazy with it, but I don't know. It all just kind of feels natural. It almost feels like kind of like Griffin, Indiana in a way. Does that make sense? I dig this map. Hopefully all of this is coming across as compliments. Here's your PDA right here. Again, what I was saying, it kind of feels like a Giants map, but like really, really well done. Very cool, man. I dig it. And we've got fields all around as well, which is another thing. I'm a big fan of having all of my fields all like right here, but I also don't get out and see most of the map either. So there is that. You've got one big old field right here of, what is that? Canola, and it is ready for harvest. We also have our main farm right here. Another farm right over here. What is that? Is that sorghum? Yeah, I believe that's sorghum. Way down here on 37, we have wheat, and that is ready for harvest. And lastly, field 15, which is another wheat field ready for harvest, which is very, very cool. Let's pop around here on our main farm, which is right here, and we can see all of the goodies that we've got going on. Again, there's a few required mods for this, so just a heads up. Actually, I say a few. There's only one. Red Barn Pack. What have I been talking about this whole time? Red Barn Pack. Only one required mod. Come on, DJ, get it together. Not to play favorites too much, but this is also a building pack that I did a mod preview on with FSG modding way back when. Feels like years ago at this point, so I'm okay with it. It's pretty cool. I dig this. This is one of those maps that it just makes you want to jump in and play, doesn't it? This is very cool. Very cool indeed. Let's take a look. Again, PDA, there's everything that you can get right through there. Taking a look, do we have any custom crops? That would be a negative. Growth calendar looks to be pretty standard, all things considered. We do start with things in the silo. 56, I just saw this by accident. 56,000 liters of barley. We've got 32 of oats, 28 canola, 48 in sorghum, 32 sunflower, 47 soybean, and 39 in corn. Goodness gracious. Oh, we even have a little bit of milk, some TMR, silage, grass, hay, straw, a lot of straw. Man, kind of sets you up right, doesn't it? We even have 24,000 liters of pig feed, a little bit of slurry. Man, oh man. How's about that? Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. There's also a dryer as well, which is on here. Although, I don't know. Is that part of the Red Barn Pack? I don't remember. I didn't think it was. Nonetheless, yeah, there's quite a bit going on. Man, quite a bit indeed going on. One of the reasons we're showing slurry is because we have some cows. We have 10 Holsteins and 8 brown Swiss. These are both adults, which is very nice. Does a little bit of milk, so nothing too crazy, and they're both in the same pen as well. Let's jump around and let's take a look at what we've got in owned items. So we have the Steyr 8150. We've got the Massey Ferguson 7726 and a New Holland T8 380 Genesis. We also have a Case IH Flow 7150, and in forklifts we have the Manitou MC84. One of the things I really like about the starting equipment here is it's different from what we normally see, but all of it's different as well. There's no branding that shares between those. Maybe Steyr to Case and New Holland. I mean, it's, C&H, but still. We also have the Crampy Big Body, and we've got a big header for your combine harvester, big cultivator, seeder, fertilizer spreader, and lime as well. Yep, and lime as well. Liquid slurry, liquid poo, front and rear mowers. We've got forage wagon, square baler, front loader tools, header trailer, weight, belt system. You got it all, man. Got it all. It's a pretty cool setup for a map. Oh yeah, there was one other thing that I wanted to look at was the grain dryer. This is a Superfly mod, but they have expressly given permissions that people could use these on their maps and can alter them as they need to, so it doesn't have to be a required mod. Very cool. As mentioned for Millstown, only one required mod, the Red Barn Pack from FSG Modding. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, we have MF Farms version 1001, fixed collision on the toy shed, and this update does not require a new save. Next up, Polderlandschap version 1.1, console ready. John Deere 8000 version 1.1, fixed max speed, faster transmission, right pipe connection, fixed window and door cylinder, better turning radius, and wheel parameters. Legacy Premium Cutter Pack version number 2, fixed working with of the cutter, 30 feet, or the 9.2 meter version. New Holland pack header, 5.1 ILM version 1.1, added 7 beacon configurations and added farm convoy plate. Bandeirante Virtuos 12500 version 1001 corrected skidding during high-speed turns, adjustments to the wheel friction values, and fixed an issue where they would sink into the ground. Fuel tank capacity corrected to the proper values, price adjusted to the store to match other machines in the same category, and adjusted the position of the hitch support. Another Bandeirante mod, the Hexline 1050 version 1001, fixed the coupling position. It has been centered. Route 2.5 Lizard 3.0 version 1.1, the 3 meter Lizard version added. Albutt Magsi Paladin Stoll EasyForks version 1.2 tools been adapted after patch 1.14. Bells and pallets been removed from the trigger again, and new Albutt bell and wrap clamp has been added. Pack of greenhouses version 1.1, 2 new versions of the greenhouse have been added. Old silo bins version 1001, prices have been changed to lower, and filling speed has been changed. From Omatana, the Southern German Farmbuildings pack version 101, for bale storage, position for the stored bales changed so they no longer look out of the building. Corner barn, the walls of the upper floor now have collisions. The hotspot at farmhouse number 4 is no longer inside the stairs. Stairs have been lowered at farmhouse number 7. Edger's door made colorable at farmhouses minimalist number 1. And silage can now also be produced from straw at the fermenter silo. And there are recipes that also produce digestate. Very cool. Hessian Farm version 111, new support for animal husbandry cleaning mod from Yos and small fixes. Next to last, corner shed version number 1021, no collision on the upper floor has been fixed. Edge your last update today for all platforms, garage with chicken coop version 1002, added version with fence and improved some visuals. We also have some updates from yesterday as well. First one is the Amazon Pantera 4502 from MLOADY 98. Now this is showing as version 1.0, but it was an update. There are some contributor changes that have been made. Same thing goes for the Amazon UX5200, as well as the Amazon ZGB ZGTS. And lastly, the Siloking StaticLine pack. This was released yesterday, but there's an update today. An update yesterday as well. Version 1001 removed the collision mask for bell trigger, so that is there now. I will also say that a few people have mentioned that it's not taking solid stuff, so like loose product. Hey, if you can let me know in the comments if that's working for you or not, hey, that'd be great. Jumping over to new ones now for PC and Mac players, we have the UTB Universal 650. Now, this is just like the Fiat Universal 650 that we looked at earlier, so heads up if you want to see customization, go check that out. Really, the only difference is this, well, is a UTB brand right on the front instead of Fiat. And you got a new map on PC, Baranya Agro Map. Probably said it wrong, but I try. That's, I don't know, 20%. I don't know. We've got unique lighting with very blue skies and darker nights, they say. Animations of birds flying over the map. Get out of here, birds! There's a 37 fields with missions, small, mediums, 19 cultivatable backyards in the village. Right down here, so you could have your garden if you want to, which is very cool. 2 sites, so we have Bible Forest, collections, Gary license plates, etc., etc. Everything else is kind of how you would expect. You can also buy the outside of the map for $657,000, which isn't too bad, and you can probably make fairly quickly. It's a normal 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer or 1x map, which is nice. Also, here are your cultivatable areas, which I totally missed these right here, which there's just nothing in already. That's so cool. You could buy each one of these plots individually almost, so when you buy the outside, you get access to those, but you can also buy these as separate, like, fields. That is very cool. Hey, I dig that, man. I dig that. It's a nice looking map. It is, I don't want to say basic, but there's not a lot going on, but there are some neat functions and neat things to it. If we go way, way up high and take a look at the map borders, very normal map border, and we've got some areas that are unused, as you can see, around towards the outside. So basically all of this area around here, unusable, so you're not able to get out there and do any kind of farming or anything like that. As for the rest of the PDA, checking some prices, $471,000 for the biggest field on the map. Some of the other ones, $441,000, $383,000. 183, so prices not too bad here. Taking a look at your crop calendar or growth calendar, looks fairly base game-ish with maybe a few changes. And then taking a look here, because evidently people are putting stuff in here now, looks like we've got base stuff. So no custom crops, nothing normal or anything out of the normal, rather. As far as your owned items, which get a new farmer, we have John Deere 6230, as well as the 7810, nice little setup there, and John Deere T560. Hey, a video I did with John Deere came out today, so check that out if you haven't seen it. Pickup 1986, we also have Brantner Tipper, and a John Deere header, Horsch disc harrow, Cedar, which big discrepancy between the Cedar and the you know, it is what it is. Words, header trailer, and a weight. Check it out. Lastly, of course, we have to talk about required mods, and for this one, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lastly, today, let's talk about updates for PC Mac players. First is Millennial Farm map, version 1001, fix the collision of the toy shed, and no new save game is required. Next up, Twine Addon version 3.4, and now supports TerraLife Plus. Same thing goes for the NetWrap add-on version 3.4 as well. And lastly, we have the time-saving Stock Check version 1007, added sort by goods value, max value, and max month. Man, oh man, what a day. Mods 3 days in a row. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Let's keep it going. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the GoHam fam. Check out the Farm 25 rice and new build mode video from earlier today if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.